Hello, everybody. Bienvenido a todo. Welcome to Vabru with me, Vabru, and we're back in BeamNG.Drive to do another base model challenge. And as you can see, we're back in the Nürburgring, and I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee, 1996 2.5 liter diesel. So it's probably not going to set the world on fire, because American diesels aren't usually that good. From this era especially. Well, let's have a look. I mean, there's no American cars I think anywhere in this list. Maybe no, I don't think I've done any US ones. But because Jeep is quite a familiar brand in the Europe, not like Chevrolet or Cadillac, which don't really make much of a mark. Jeep is fairly familiar. I thought I'd give it a shot. First American car to do the base model challenge. And yeah, so it's pretty overwhelmingly German, the top five. So we've got an Opel in fifth place with the insignia, a diesel though, a diesel, and we got the early 90s or late 80s BMW 5 Series in fourth place, and then we got quite randomly the Skoda Superb base model 1.4 TSI in third place. Only a couple of seconds behind the BMW 5 Series from the early noughties, and then we've got the sort of late noughties 2010s BMW 5 Series diesel base in top place currently. The only one under 10 minutes. I'm not expecting this Jeep is going to break through that barrier, but we'll see. I suspect the base models of the US version of the Jeep would be much baser than the European ones, but in Europe it's sort of semi-luxury. Because I mean they import them, I think, most of them. I mean, nowadays, because they've got them owned by Fiat, they do have oh, look at that. We're stuck. Let's have a look. Hopefully, as soon as I press, we'll just pop out. Oh, there we go. This is an insanely good model, by the way. Probably, I'd say this is one of the best model cars out there. Like, in this game. Like, the detail is phenomenal. Yes, yes, yes. And maybe it'll be quite speedy, but I just don't think, because I mean, like, I don't think they sold this diesel in the US, where, like, maybe you'd try and tune it to be faster. Like in Europe, if you're buying a diesel version of this, it's probably because you just want to save money. So performance probably ain't going to be up there. I mean, this isn't a performance car anyway. It's a four-wheel drive. And this is one of the old school four-wheel drives. Like back when, even though it was like a lifestyle SUV type thing, it did have like four-wheel drive and the slip differential. Like you can see the second gear stick down there. These were like proper, like desirable cars, but at the same time, they were built as just like rugged 4x4s. So like you could probably get this off-road. Probably wouldn't be able to do with many Jeeps these days, other than the Wrangler. I mean, it's the same for Land Rover. Like the Range Rover and the Discovery back in the day, they were built for like for like farmers and people who were wealthy and lived in the country and liked the idea of a 4x4 but wanted something a bit more comfortable. It's only like in the past 20 years they've really lent heavily into the idea that like you don't really have to be that good off-road, because all the people who are buying them are just like city dwellers who just want a big car. I mean, Land Rover, because their reputation kind of relies on them being able to do good off-roaders. They still make the effort and their cars are still technically capable, but for like things like a BMW X5 or an Audi Q5 or something, you could get them off-road, but I don't think they even offer them with like off-road tires or anything, so you're not going to get very far. They'll be good for like icy roads in winter if you live like in a wintry place. I mean, the four-wheel drive, I have to say, this is doing pretty well. I have to say, because it's a diesel, it just sounds noisy as if lots is happening. But I'm having not looked at the speedo, I can't read it. I'm imagining not much is actually happening. Quite the opposite. I imagine absolutely fuck all is happening. I assume we're just like hovering around 50 to 60 miles an hour. But oh well. I mean, the battle is getting around in a smooth enough way. I mean, granted, the power comes in very useful on the long straights because, and if you can accelerate fast out of corners as well, that's a pretty good one. That's not something this can do, but like the reason why I think that BMW 5 Series is like so wedged at the top is because like, well, BMW, even the base model diesel is going to be tuned for some good performance, because even base model customers at BMW expect something more than just like bland economy designed engines. But at the same time, oi, hold it. But at the same time, it is still the base model. But it just meant that like on the straights, it does get you up to a fairly decent high speed, that BMW does, and it's not too shabby coming out of corners. So as long as you don't crash, like I'm maybe about to now, no, not good, then you can probably do quite well. I mean, also the diesels help on these uphill bits. So the petrols really start to feel the sluggishness. You feel them struggling. Well, base model petrols, like a 1 litre 3-cylinder, yeah, they're going to struggle on a hill like that. Whereas like a proper petrol, if I could get like a base model Mondeo, I bet that would be okay. Even a petrol, because it would just be like, it'd be 4 cylinders, like 1.8 capacity, 1800cc capacity, so or cubic capacity, yeah, this is the capacity to redundant. But yeah, I mean, realistically, the only way I'm ever going to get below 10 minutes and challenge that BMW 5 Series is with a fairly well-spec'd car that, like, the base model is quite a good one. Like, I do have another a Mercedes E-Class from the previous generation that I could maybe use. It's a 2.7 diesel. I could, or 2.2 diesel actually. I think that would maybe somewhat challenge, possibly be able to challenge that BMW, but it's unlikely like a base model, you know, regular Opel or something is gonna get within that BMW's a few seconds of that BMW, because normal base model cars are like literally you're paying for the cheapest option, because you don't want the most power and you don't want the most luxury. So we'll see. There might be some weird cars out there that had fairly good base engines, but unfortunately anything from like the 80s or 90s, their base models were going to be slow. Like if someone ever releases a mod for like an Opel Astra or Cadet from like 80s or 90s, probably chances are it's going to be a bit naff. Because the base models of them were like 1.4s or 1.6s that were just not powerful at all. Oh, and I've got the bloody roof rack on as well, so that's going to reduce the aerodynamics. But this is a very handsome 4x4. I think it's probably one of the most handsome 4x4s. Maybe I mean, it's various Range Rovers have been quite handsome as well. Maybe like first gen, or well, I don't know what gen it was technically, but like immediately before they replaced the kind of original shape Range Rover in the 90s with the newer version, it had been facelifted and like refined enough, and you could get it with that like sort of like those dark grey. I think they were like 3-spoke wheels, and they looked absolutely phenomenal. That for me is like another classic, brilliant Range Rover or off-roader design. And actually, I have to say, after many years of them becoming much less rugged and off-roadery, the Dacia have just released, well, not just, but they've just sort of started recently. I'm not sure it's even on sale yet, but it's like probably available to order. There's been previews for it on like motoring websites and influencers and stuff. It's called the Dacia Bigster, and it's like a fullish size SUV. And that is like a nice, rugged looking car. It's like not as small as the Duster, so the Duster's like quite compact. But the Bigster is much more like huge, chunky. And yeah, so I think that's a nice looking, and it doesn't, even though it is more geared towards, you know, city people, not actual people who want to go off-road. There is a 4x4 version like there is with the Duster. But it still has that ruggedness in a way that, like, say, like BMW off-roaders don't really have that, and the Nissan X-Trail and Qashqai are very much like, just look like estate cars that are a bit taller. I like Volkswagen and the new Tiguan, it looks significantly less less rugged than the last one. Oof. Photo mode. Right, let's... Okay, right. Field of view. Let's bring you in. I need the grid, and I need to share me. There we go. Lovely. Camera speed. We'll do depth of field. I mean, it's not a very interesting picture, but I'll try and make it a bit with shadows. And blah blah. And then make the aperture a little bit bigger. Maybe bring that focus back a bit. Okay, that'll probably do. I think normal. Yeah. No, I think the aperture needs to be bigger because it's definitely got something weird going on. Okay, we'll give that a shot. There we go. I did think that was the last one. Was it? I know it must be for a 9 minutes round. Oh, well, you know, this has been a quite pleasant drive, I have to say. Maybe because it's 2.5 litres displacement, this diesel engine will get us up to a decent speed, but I doubt it. I'm guessing like a top speed is like 100 miles an hour or something like that. I think I can see on the speedo it's actually the top speed is 100 miles an hour on the speedo, so I'm guessing that's aspirational. Oh, we're not going to beat the 10-minute mark, and we're probably not going to beat the 11-minute mark either. But I wasn't expecting this one to do well, like time-wise. I don't know if I've like damaged the steering at some point because it seems to be pulling slightly to the right, but it might just be because at high speeds it does that. Well, I'm at 90 miles an hour now, so that's not too bad. 7th. Not too bad. I mean, for a perfect run, I'm a bit disappointed that it wasn't a little bit higher because I didn't crash it. So still behind that running 21 that I did in the last video that was like trashed. Still behind the Insignia, sadly. But actually only within 7 seconds of the Insignia, and only within like 10 seconds of becoming 5th. No, it's not bad, too bad. I mean, for this kind of car, I'm not too fussed with that. We'll find something else now. Oh, I really want something that can challenge that BMW, but that Audi is way too slow. The base model of that is like pathetic. Oh, we could try a Mercedes BMW, maybe. I don't think it's going to do it though. That wouldn't. These won't. That won't. That is the base model of that is so slow. This, damn it, it won't. But it'll be fun to drive. Yeah, 40. The only problem with the i40 is I don't think it's got the base model engine. Oh, I could do a Kia Sportage 1.6 maybe, or maybe a Lexus. Maybe the Lexus has a chance because it's a hybrid, and I think the base model engine is a 1.8. So maybe. Okay, let's try the Lexus. Go on. So what was the car I just tried? I've forgotten already. Jeep. Okay, we'll do the Lexus. Well, it's certainly not a French car. But let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. So this Lexus is they don't make it anymore. I don't think they make a compact car anymore. They only have compact SUVs. But this was like one of those. I think it was basically a Prius, I would guess. Okay, that. Oh, did I actually hit? I can't tell. This is one of those cars that like popularized hybrids. But I think I think it was just like maybe based on the Prius, just a Lexus version of it. I never liked the way that it looked. I mean, I don't really like. Whoa! That I nearly tipped over then. I would be mesmerizingly surprised if this is actually someone has modeled this on the actual Lexus. It feels like it's modeled on a completely different car. As in, they've just sort of changed the exterior. Because I don't think a Lexus would nearly, this kind of car would nearly tip over on a corner. Now let's see how fast we can get to on a straightish bit of stretch. It's not bad. Come on. Now. You know, we seem to be getting up to 200 kilometers an hour. That's pretty damn good. Oh, there it is, nearly fallen over again. I mean, it is a hybrid, so I suppose, yeah, they have, like, special reserve power, but then the engine just feels like it's revving the whole time. It doesn't feel like it's switching off to go to the hybrid. Oh, I don't know. The world of BeamNG mods, I don't know how detailed people go or whatever, but let's just assume that this is vaguely... I'll tell you what I'll do. If I get a good lap time, I will actually look up if there's any record of how fast one of these has ever gone around the Nürburgring. And if I'm significantly faster, then I know this mod is not very accurate. But if I'm significantly slower, then I'll just go with it's accurate. Come on, faster, faster, faster. See, this is the opposite of the others. This feels like it's going slow, but then I look at the speedometer, and the speedometer is like 200 kilometers an hour, and I'm like, yeah, how? Okay, well, I mean, I don't usually lose control of the car at this point, so maybe I am going fast. Or maybe it's just not a very good car. I don't remember the reviews for this car ever being good. But I think maybe because Lexus were part of Toyota, they did get a little bit in ahead of the curve when it came to like hybrids and stuff. Because I remember the Lexus RX, was it called? That their off-road car. That was one of the first sort of mainstream hybrids as well. It's kind of a weird car to drive, I have to say. If this is the actual driving experience, it's very... I don't know, it's just the wrong side of fun. Like, it... Oh, fuck. No, I full-on wankered the tracking and the right wheel. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting above 60 miles an hour again with a wheel like that. Damn it! Screwed it up. Oh well. I mean, I screwed up the insignia as well, and I managed to get that round in all right time. And I think I trashed the front wheel of the Skoda Superb as well. That was all right. Oh yeah, but this is bad. Bad to the bone. Come on. Ooh, it's not looking good, guys. Oh, bollocky fuck. Damn it, and you know, I was getting up to like, well, according to the speedometer, I was getting up to 200 kilometers an hour, and now I can't keep the car straight. So annoying. Which wall did I crash into? Was it one I usually crash into? See, can't remember what happened 5 seconds ago. Remember, like, car magazine renderings of random cars from 25 years ago, but can't remember what wall I crashed into. Oh, I crashed into the usual one, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I mean, the only good thing is that, like, for now, they're mostly lowish speed corners anyway. Come on, Lexus! So yeah, if you're ever wondering what does it matter if you do a base model challenge, what's the stakes? Well, because it's BeamNG.Drive, if you crash the car, the stakes are that, like, this happened. You can't carry on at a reasonable speed, because it's simulating the damage to the wheel very well. So my wheel is stuck in the arch and very badly off center. So the more... Oh no. Oh no, what's happened? I've broken it. It's broken. Oh no, it's working again. I don't know what that thing was. It seemed to be as if it was almost as if the engine had overheated or something. I'm not gonna lie, I was excited. I was like, oh god, a good excuse to start again. I mean, I might, because this is just terrible. This is just terrible. And I do like say I get like 2 restarts, but I don't know. Oh, I don't know, because I'm looking at that time like this car could have been competitive, but because I fucked it up. It's definitely not. Oh, you fook. Okay, hang on. That seems to have straightened up the wheel. Somewhat. Oh, but no, I think the wheel's now very wobbly. Oh, it is. It's just very unreactive now. But it's straight. It's not pulling as much to the right as it was before. Or was it the left? Oh no, the car definitely feels faster. That's good. I don't think it's going to help me, but you know. Oh, pasada. Vamos, 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 vamos. Come on. Faster, 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 faster. Oh, I'm already past 9 minutes, so yeah, I'm not going to be beating 10 minutes. I mean, this car's a surprising handful anyway. Come on. No, you know what? I'm going to give myself I know it's controversial, but I'm going to give myself a free pass to try again with this one because this car feels like it could have been competitive with that BMW that sits at the top, and I screwed it up by smashing it many times. So it's incredibly slow off the mark, but that's fine because it doesn't need to be good off the mark. It just needs to be good at like high speeds and be able to take corners. And like I said, it's a bit of a weird one. It's like the wrong side of fun. Like it's not like say even when you drive like one of those old Ladas, that's quite fun because it feels like risky. Whereas this, it feels numb. Like there feels like the fun factor is very, very low. It's better to take the corner slowly and make it through smoothly than it is to crash abruptly. Come on. Just if I make these affirmations out loud, maybe I'll actually go follow through with them. So yes, here we go, go, go. Let's go. And around. Oof. See, that should be fun. That's sort of loss of control, but it's actually just not very. It just feels like, what is this car doing and why? What I like about it is that the speed needle just keeps going up. Like it doesn't stop. Okay. See, that's what's so odd about it. It's like it's quite unpredictable, but I suspect that's because I'm going faster than at points I'm going a lot faster than I think I am. Like this is a car that feels like you're never doing more than like 60 or 70, but sometimes I look down the speedometer and I'm like, if that's right, I'm doing like 125. How? But that's one thing about hybrids, they don't really go for engine tuning or anything like that, so often it will sound really, really drony, but you're going very fast. Come on. Quite impressed with this car. Not fun. I like definitely not a car that I'd want because I think it's hideous as well on the outside. Like, what the hell is that? That back end is just a nightmare. But it has an unpredictability to it, which is quite strange, almost intriguing. But yeah, I don't think I'd have a Lexus. I mean, maybe because they are reliable. They're like basically rebranded Toyotas in the West, but I don't know. Bollock. Okay, doesn't look like I've lost masses of speed on that one, on that crash. But we'll see. Because these things can develop over time. No, there we go. Vamos! Dare I look at how bad that damage is? Oh, oh, Sada, I'm doomed. Onwards, onwards, onwards. Oh, it's really pulling right. That's so annoying. Oh. But it's like pulling right in the worst possible way. So it's like... Come on, let's go, go, go. Trying to concentrate, but it's not going to help because the car is just willy washing all over the place. What did I say? Willy washing? It's not doing that. Wishy washing all over the place is what I meant to say. Now, come on. Alright, let's get a picture. I don't think I need to get a picture here. I don't think this is the last corner. But, well, I still got control of the car. That's why. I'm doing a page up and down it. Oh, look, we went through the floor. You find all of the trade secrets of video games when you go through the floor. You're like, they have a model. I mean, you can tell all the trade secrets from this level just by looking at the trees. But I'm not going to complain because I couldn't do that. I am certainly... I mean, I keep giving myself a challenge to like go into Blender and do stuff, but I just don't think I have the... I just don't think I have the energy. Okay, a bit more dramatic because of the light, and I did turn up the camera speed, didn't I? Yeah, so we'll do near blur strength, far blur strength. That looks fine. Bang, straight off. Yes, I think I won't complicate with more pictures. I shall come on, let's go. It's got a while to go. Trying to keep that steering wheel like it snaps back a bit, and the more it snaps back, the more of a weird sort of flick back steering you get, even though the steering isn't great. Anyway, it seems to be like well, like with most of these cars, the steering isn't great, but the moment you brake it, it's suddenly the most like reactive thing ever. It's like, why can't it be spongy when it brakes? Why does it have to be like, no, you're right off? I actually can't tell if this is front wheel drive or left or rear wheel drive, or if it's four wheel drive even. I mean, I assume it'd be front wheel drive, but it's got this. The behaviour of the car is so strange that I'm like, I wouldn't put it past it to be rear wheel drive. But I don't think Lexus do rear wheel drive cars. Or not small cars like this, not like a BMW. Oh no, deflated tyre. Oh, and it's on the right as well. God damn it. I'm pretty hands-on though, because like I figured that out from the sound. Oh, but it's making the car really unplayable. But I don't want to start again. Not this time. No. The first time I gave myself a little bit of leeway and said, you know what, I think this car could be competitive. Second time I've confirmed it may be competitive, but I certainly am not. So I'm not even going to try. I would say though, even though this is all to blame, my bad driving is all to blame for this. This car is like, I don't think I've ever driven any of the cars I've driven. I've had this much trouble driving. Maybe the little Fiat 126, which I didn't record. That was a struggle to drive. But that's a rear engine, rear wheel drive car. Even if it's small, which means it just has weird dynamics. This, on the other hand, is just really, I think, maybe it's the steering's broken, but it's really reactive. Like, it's not as easy to drive as you'd expect, like a Lexus hybrid to be.
Mm-hmm.
No, not a fan. I think I've come off like in every corner that I've never come off before when when playing this game. So yeah, my feelings towards this car are not good. God help me on that straight, because this car cannot go straight. It's literally like understeer, understeer, oversteer, oversteer, understeer, understeer. So I'm just got to like keep offsetting one with the other. There we go. And around. Come on. There we go. Okay. Maybe I can keep it straight. I just gotta really keep the bollock. I got distracted by a bloody thing on my laptop. Let me just. I'm just gonna have to deal with that. It's literally like no reaction, no reaction. Suddenly you're oversteering the right way you don't want to go. I mean, if this gets top 10, then fair play to the Lexus. So, I mean, look at it. It's damaged. I really want a steering wheel, because I think I'd be able to. It wouldn't be as tough as it is with it trying to find the right position with an analog stick. Look at the way this wheel is moving. I'm literally like. Oh, it's so hard to find the sweet spot. Okay, there we go. There we go. I think I've only found it because I'm going so slow. Oh my god, I'm like already at 11. Yeah, I'm not even making it to top 10. I have deep doubts. This may even. Oh god, I actually need to reverse and go and carry on. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Oh, it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well at all. Oh my god, I'm over 12 minutes. This might be one of my slowest I've ever done. You know what? There's no sympathy for this car though. Look at it. Yeah, I mean, look at the way it has very weird handling. If this is what the real car was like in real life, then I don't know what to say. Okay, so I think this may be one of the slowest I've ever done. 22. 22. That puts me... What am I ahead of, first of all? I'm ahead of the T-Cross. Okay, okay. That makes me feel a bit better. Ahead of the Defender. Okay, okay. Ahead of the 205. Both the one I didn't film and the one that I did film. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ahead of the S Max, that's not too bad. I mean, way ahead of the S Max, like a minute and a half ahead of the S Max. Ahead of the original Dacia Sandero that I did, that's not too bad. And ahead, I think these last two ones, one's the Fiat, yeah, that took me bloody ages, and these two I didn't film. But okay, and what am I immediately behind? Mark 4 Golf Bay, okay, okay, but 20 seconds behind, yeah, that's bad. The is that the? Oh no, I didn't film that one. Clio, okay. Well, yeah, 35 seconds behind the Clio. I'm not sure how chance I've got of that. Oh, and behind the Logan, I'm 40 seconds. Behind the. Okay, I'm trying to think. What's a comparable car to this? You know what it with the comparable significantly slower than the Fiat 500. Wow, and even slower than the B class in the last one. Oof, oof, slower than the Lada base. Where's the BMW 3 Series? Oh, there it is. 1109, so 1 minute 20 slower. Oh god. Oh, and this is a modern Lexus as well. Well, okay. I'll divide responsibility 60% to my terrible driving, 40% to the fact this car has weird handling and the dynamics are quite strange. But anyway, sorry that my one aim was to try and find something that can get into that top five, and I'm struggling. And I think the only thing I'm going to be able to dismount that BMW 5 Series with is another BMW 5 Series or maybe a Mercedes E-Class. I don't think there's anything that'll have the power and the sort of nice dynamics of a luxury car, luxury saloon, other than a luxury saloon. So next video, maybe I'll just do a Mercedes E-Class, and I will see. It is what it is. I'm trying to get to like diversify that top five, and I'm almost there. You know, I've got an Insignia in there. I've got the Superb, but I thought Lexus would do it, but no. Maybe I'll need to try another Japanese or Korean brand. See if I can find a Hyundai or something that can do it. Anyway, well, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening or week or month or year. Hasta luego.